Drum nerds! Drum nerdesses! Yes! It's been a year and a half and I've got a coffee table. Isn't much, but I got my Friedrich Nietzsche on there. Beyond Good and Evil. I got my vinyl coasters. Mom gave them to me. I got my coffee and I got XJapan. And so, I know you don't care about that. Like and subscribe. Join the Drum Nerd channel. Right, get that out of the way straight away. I've done some rearranging, so there we go. And if you're wondering, yes, I did paint that. I had a dream. I woke up one day and I painted it. There you go. I've been to Italy a lot. They like their blue and yellow mosaic stuff, so I thought I'd have a go. Right, you've liked, you've subscribed, you've Drum Nerd commented and said, hey, Drum Nerd, hi. So I'm gonna respond back. Right, XJapan, Rusty Nails. I might be shouting because the mic is off to the side there. Cool, let's get into it. That's a lot of people. I know that sounds like a very strange, a banal thing to say, but maybe I'm just, over the last couple of years, you forget what big audiences are like. Wow. Already, I'm going to say thanks for the suggestion. I don't know much about XJapan. I think I've only seen I can't ever say it right, but Nemophilia. I think they did some covers that I've looked at, but I've never actually seen XJapan. I'm liking that gong. Does he have whiplash? Or is it part of the costume? Somebody comment below. I like the side roto toms there. This is very 80s looking almost. Maybe it's not if you give me the dates, but it's kind of 80s vibe with those big kind of chrome or metal, like chrome lacquered shells. Very deep toms. Very synonymous with the kind of 80s. Honestly, there's got to be at least 1 million people there, or 500,000. Somebody give me the lyrics, please. That gong seems nowhere near where he is. It doesn't seem, maybe there's some part of the show he goes and does it, but yeah. Oh yeah, okay. See, very basic, simple beat. There's nothing complicated about it. You don't need to overcomplicate these things to make things lift and push appropriately, you know? See, we're going back to that. Right there, that's where I wanted. He's got a big floor tom right behind him. I have 100% literally never seen that in anybody's setup. Keith Moon had a couple floor toms to his left. He never really used a hi-hat, and he would keep towels and whatnot on there, right? So he wasn't really a hi-hat player. Listened to a lot of the Who songs. Never really any hi-hat. Always ride or crash or toms or something. Pretty interesting and unique. I've never seen a floor tom, especially when it looks like a side kind of mounted bass drum. That's probably verging on 18-20-inch floor tom there, but I don't know why it's behind him. I'm excited. Here we go. Oh, maybe it's not mine. Sorry, that was bad. I got excited. I thought I was going to learn something new. It was just the angle. It's actually just off to his right. Still cool though. Classic double bass drum beat, real powerful. And those two are moving Chinas. Again, very kind of 80s. Even if it's not in the 80s. You can see where they're coming from. It's very prog rock, power rock, isn't it? And he's just laying down on that there. And is that a grand piano? And it looks like a grand piano, and I want it to get used. A bit like Muse, where we have elevators, do a bit of tickle in the ivory. Ah, okay. Maybe this is piano time. Okay, it's not that I'm always right, but I'm not always wrong. Piano time. My girlfriend will be hating that right now. She can't watch a movie with me. Every time, within 5-10 minutes, I know the entire outcome. Oh, that was a good fill. I want to hear that again. Very simple. Also, fill this one. It's a very, and I don't mean this in a rude way, it's a very papery sounding snare. Now I've said papery sounding snare, I don't really like these esoteric words to describe sounds, but take a listen now, thinking about what paper would sound if it was hit for the snare. It's not that they're similar sounds, but these things are useful when you're trying to describe. So for example, when you go into a studio, and I know that you want to see all this, but this is the Drum Nerd channel, so we're going to get a little bit nerdy here. But whenever you go into the studio, or at least from my experience, the engineer, my good buddy Graham, would always say, or anybody, they always say, like, what do you want it to sound like, what other bands, what other songs, what albums, because not every album has the same snare sound, for example, on all the songs. They don't even flip and have the same snare on every song sometimes, right? One album could have 5 to 8 different snares. And so it gives this different layer of what you want it to sound like, what that song should kind of say to somebody through, you know, audibly, through non-verbal sounds. This is very strange, but so that's a very papery sounding snare, but you can also get kind of the piccolo, which is very bright and punchy and cracky, and it doesn't have a lot of what's the word? Resonance to it. It's very snappy, in, out, quick decay, you know? 50 people just unsubscribed. And that's the, I will be honest, I'm an honest guy. That's the only thing that I don't like is angled snares. It just doesn't allow to give any element of different sounding snares from one snare. So that's going to be very hard to get a rim shot because it's such an angle. Now this works for him, not knocking him, not trying to poo-poo on his parade. Personally, that just doesn't give the level of almost playability, but he works around it, he knows what he's doing, he loves it, no doubt. That's why it's set up like that. But that's just, again, something to be paying attention to perspective-wise when you're looking at some drummer setups. Think about why they're setting it up in certain ways, because they might not ever do rim shots, so they don't need it to be set up for rim shot versatility, right? Didn't expect that. You got one over on me there. Load of double pedal. That was a great break. And I love those pushes. Perfect. In time, in keeping with that solo. That's rehearsed. But great. See, we've just kind of double timed on that snare to let you know we're coming out of this guitar solo. Oh, kind of made me think about Neil Peart there at the end of Tom Sawyer's drum break. Tom to crash. Ah! And that kind of, that's kind of how it started. This bit, the little flutters on that hat. Ooh, we're throwing the snare in there. They're loving it. I'm loving it. Bit of rotundo. Great double bass flutter there. Great chunky little guitar. Yeah. I'm thinking that's a really nice ball. Looks like a ball. I'm glad he used the China. He used the China to. Awesome. That's a lot of people. That is a lot of people. Right. I don't need to say anymore. I'm gonna get this ready. Also, if you've made it this far, again, let's fill this up. Come on, it's almost Christmas, and I need 6,000. Let's do it. Come on. If you've been aware of the other videos, I am currently in dispute with I think it's WMG, whoever owns some of Zeppelin's catalog or all of Zeppelin's catalog. So that's why that video had to be cut so much. I want to do a Zeppelin video. I love Zeppelin. I love Bonham. I can't put it up. I cannot put it up. It won't even just go, you don't get any money out of this. It goes, you don't get to put this out. We're blocking you. Nobody can see it. There's weird different levels of territory restrictions. So sometimes you just get no monetization, which that doesn't bother me, but it goes to everybody. Sometimes it's still no monetization, but it'll go to maybe half of your audience, which again isn't ideal, or no monetization, and we're not even gonna let you put that video up. So I'm really trying to make these things work for you. I am sorry that this stuff doesn't always happen. So I'm currently in dispute. I gotta wait to hear about my appeal for that, but I wanna get that up. So anybody knows any workarounds, I'm trying it. The only other workaround is to mute the song, but then you're not, right, no point. So anyways, there you go. Stay safe, be well, do something great. Also, if you do Santander online banking, tell me that silhouette doesn't look like Hank Scorpio. If you know, you know. But, right. Be well, keep your stick on the ice, and I'll see you in the next one.